It's so good, it's fantastico. And this is Fantavision 20XX. Wow, it's been a very long time since this game originally came out. Maybe some of you weren't born, who knows. But this game came out 23 years ago, pretty much, as a PS2 launch title. And I'm not sure if you remember it, but at the time the game pretty much blew everyone away. It was sort of like a demo for the PS2, just to show like the particle effects and what it was capable of doing. So not many games can really claim then that they were a puzzle fireworks game, and even now, almost a quarter of a century later, you don't really see games like this. So Fantavision is pretty unique, and the fact that they managed to bring this back and make it look a little bit better than it used to. So yeah, just seeing this remaster and then bringing back the concept, it's pretty cool. So pretty much you're supposed to target fireworks, and then you try and contain them and attempt to do like a 3 firework chain, all with the same color. And you want to detonate the unexploded fireworks and just sort of make this chain sequence. And if your timing is wrong and if your range is off, you may detonate fireworks of the other colors at the same time. So maybe you're aiming for the green, you accidentally blow up the blue or maybe the red. It's very easy to simply rotate the control stick and sort of mash the buttons and just see the pretty fireworks explode. Still succeed. However, there are also these flashing flares which help you connect the different types of fireworks together. So you might be able to have some green fireworks, connect them to the blue ones with these flashing flares, and then detonate them all at once and make this really cool firework display. So just give you a very vibrant and mesmerizing firework display, and much greater points as well. So playing well, as with most games, will get you power-ups, especially in shoot-em-ups, and it'll enable the star mine feature, which I didn't really figure out what it did. I think it just like sets up the fireworks and lines them up and makes it easier to detonate them. I'm not sure. But yeah, it'll allow you to get even more points. For some reason, this game, like I checked, and other people found this game was a lot easier to play than the original. Maybe it's because there's no lag, I don't know. I never really found out, but it definitely feels easier. Maybe it's like easier to see, because I felt like the original release, the game was kind of like muddy, the resolution wasn't there. Top of my head, I'm not sure what resolution the PS2 runs in, but definitely, what, 480 by something, maybe? So it just seemed easier to see what was going on with this remaster than 20 years ago. So definitely the game runs at over 60 frames per second. It's extremely fluid. I didn't see any hiccups at all. Pretty much the biggest con with this re-release is that there's no new content. Unfortunately, even though the game does look a lot better than it did 20 years ago, there's not a lot of config options. As I said, they didn't really add much, like other than upping the resolution, and obviously it runs better than it used to. They took away the original videos and music. I didn't really notice the music disappearing, but then it's been so long that, So it goes for $25.99 regular price, which is, fair, but it's great to see, and I paid the full price for this, but just it's still kind of a bit expensive for a slightly remastered game with no extra content. I'd say, like, honestly, as excited as I was to see it, I'd say it's a good port. It's an okay port with slightly better graphics. I would say it's a 6.5, unfortunately, because if you've already played through this, as entertaining as I found it was, it's kind of like you're doing the same thing, and the game is, I think, fairly short. You can beat it in 1 to 3 hours, I think, from what I remember. So hopefully it brings attention to an older game. Hopefully it leads to maybe like a modernized sequel, Fantavision, 2023 or something, 2025, that would be cool. But this game is still unique, like 20 plus years later, it's still unique. I still remember it, and if you played it back then, you're probably like, yeah, there's not really been anything quite like this ever since Fantavision originally came out. So hopefully it would lead to a new sequel, new ideas, better graphics. So keep it Fanta fresh and keep on gaming.